How are you? Dan Long here with the Dan Long Real Estate Team, and I'm accompanied by our lead buyer specialist. This is Stephanie Stepanski.
Hey guys, happy Friday.
That's right, and we're coming off a tough Chiefs loss, but we're going to get our hopes up that we can finish the season strong. So we're going to push through today. But what we wanted to do today is start something new, and we've got our wonderful administrative executive, Molly Johns, at the camera here. And we appreciate that. She's the backbone of this company, and it's who you guys speak with when you call in or working with us during a transaction. So wanted to introduce you to our immediate team. And what we'd like to start doing is just giving some real-life personal information when it comes to the real estate market. We understand that you can watch the news, you can listen to your aunt, you can talk to friends who bought a house 10 years ago, and gather that information if you like. But what we want to do is give you the truth and a real-life understanding of how the real estate process works and what market we're currently in so that you guys can be informed along the way. So what we want to talk about, just real brief today, we just want to get the ball rolling. We want to start doing these videos on Fridays. We'd love for you to share them with friends and family. Feel free to comment at any time, ask any questions. We'd be happy to get back to you on all those in a timely manner to make sure that we get all your questions answered as we proceed. So real quick, what we'd like to start with is kind of talk about the buyer's market and where we're at in the buyer's side of things right now. So with Stephanie having her feet on the ground and in this market on a daily basis, just want to ask a couple questions. Stephanie, I know over the last 2.5 to 3 years, wrapping up at the end of this summer, is a intense market. And what I mean by that was there was very little inventory with a ton of buyers out there. So now that we've navigated through the busy times, where are we kind of at in the market right now with buyers?
Yeah, right now the market is more buyer friendly, I would say. Instead of being up against 5, 7 other offers the day a great home hits the market, we're gonna have a little bit of time. Now, if it's a great home that is priced right to sell, like you would do,
sure,
it's still gonna go pretty fast. So we don't want to drag our feet, but we definitely don't have that intense pressure of having to make a crazy offer in order to win the bid, to win your dream house.
That's right.
So that's nice. You know, there is still lower inventory. So that might mean we look at a few more than I don't know, years previous. But there's still great houses out there. Prices have evened out, so you're going to pay a more reasonable price for the house, which is wonderful. This is what we need. It was starting to get crazy over the summer, and luckily the profession as a whole, and buyers and sellers, all helps to kind of keep things under control. And that's why we're seeing still a healthy market.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I mean, still, you know, great houses out there. Might look at a few more than a few years ago, but we're still gonna get you into your dream home, and we're gonna do it at a great price for you and hook you up with the best professionals for your transaction.
Absolutely. Very good. Appreciate that information. You know, that is a better time for buyers right now, because what we saw happen over the last few years is all the pent-up demand to purchase. Well, everybody that needed or had to purchase a home was forced into these higher prices and to fight the frenzy of the market. But that's okay. Those times have passed. We're starting to come into a more even keel market where things are going to settle out. Inventory will balance out. Values are coming back down. So I'm the lead listing agent on the team. Stephanie also lists houses as well, but I take the majority of them. And what we're looking at now is just having to be more reasonably priced on the market. We're not seeing houses sell in 2 and 3 hours with 7 or 8 offers on the table now. So we need to be a little more realistic, which comes when we're utilized even more so, because our professionalism and the way we look at the other houses that have sold in the area, our incredible marketing package that we bring, and the tools that we utilize to negotiate the best possible deal comes into play more, because we're actually having to work harder to get the home sold to find that right buyer. So
I did want to add one thing. Something that is nice with how the market is right now is that when we were seeing all those offers being made in homes and offers for 15 over price, a lot of those deals were falling through.
Yep.
And so that also led to a lot of buyer frustration because the value wasn't truly there.
Sure.
So there was a lot that happened.
That's right. There was a lot of forced pressure. People had to move. You know, they had more kids. They either upsized, downsized, moved, whatever the transition is. So they were forced into that. So they had to get in the rat race. Well, fortunately for us, right before inflation really got out of control, we've capped ourselves at a certain price range to where appraisers are now finding the value, and we're in a more realistic market at this time. So, absolutely, absolutely. So it is a wonderful time to buy, and it's a wonderful time to sell. We just want to inform everybody kind of where we're at with things, but we don't want to take up a lot of time in each series that we do. We're going to try to pinpoint on something specific. We're also going to bring in our vendors that we work with, our lenders, our home warranty company, our inspector, our title company, and our insurance company. So we're going to bring their expertise in so that we can bring it to you live and get a real professional and personable. That's what we specialize in, is just being us. We want to work with you. We want to earn your business, and we want to earn your trust. So we know that being professional and providing additional information for everybody on a real level is what everybody's seeking at this time. So what we'd also like to wrap up real quick while we're talking about purchasing a home, what is the first step that somebody might take when looking to buy a house?
Contact us, number one. And what we will do, what we'll do is we will consult with you and just kind of get a little bit of background information if we don't already know.
Sure.
We know a lot of our clients and we keep up with them, but get a background info on your situation so that we can game plan what your best buying options are. We get you in front of our, like Dan was mentioning, our preferred lender, and we all work together to kind of make the best specific buyer plan for you.
Sure.
So really, you just need to call.
That's right.
Call, text, email, whatever is your preferred contact, and we'll get the ball rolling for you. So obviously it's going to include, the first step is to get pre-approved for a loan. And there's lots of different options. It's very specific per each individual buyer. So, you know, if you hear your friends talking about, oh, well, this is what my loan looked like, or this was my interest rate. We hear tons about interest rates right now. That's going to be so different from buyer to buyer.
That's right.
And our lender that we work with, the reason why she's preferred is because she works hard for our buyers. And she's going to get you the best deal that makes sense for your family.
Absolutely, yeah. And like Steph said, you know, every buyer individually is different. They have a unique game plan that we need to specify. And so that's why we'll get into a more personalized situation when we get in front of the lender, get the pre-approval lined up, and then we can start looking for houses. So
that's the fun part.
That's right. That's right. So in another series, we'll explain the MLS system and how we get their search criteria together and how we find everybody's specific property that's perfect for their family. So we don't want to keep everybody too much longer. On the listing side, obviously, give me a call. I'm going to come out. I'm going to meet you at the property. Very personal. You don't have to have the place super cleaned up. I can get a feel for the property and let you know kind of what direction we're going to head with our marketing and pricing. That's my job, to guide you as a professional. So the other thing is, you know, when considering purchasing a home especially, but also listing your home, we want you to get in contact with us as quick as possible. Reason being, you might have some things that we need to work out to get you in a better buying situation. So if you're even considering 6 months, 9 months, a year from now, we would love to get you in now. We can adapt the game plan as we go. So it's important to get us in, get that game plan devised, and then move forward from there. So Molly is looking at us like we're talking too long. You know,
we never do that.
We talk for a living. We are blessed enough to just be professional relationship builders that are fortunate enough to sell houses on the side. And that's why we wanted to bring our real lifeness to you guys. And we're excited. We're excited to start this new series. We know that video is the way of communications these days, and we want to be on the cutting edge with our technology. So we appreciate you for chiming in. Please ask any questions that you have. Give us topics that you'd like us to discuss in the future. And we look forward to hearing from you when it comes to buying, selling, or investing in properties.
Absolutely.
So thanks so much.
Bye.
Have a wonderful and blessed weekend. And from the Dan Long Real Estate team, we'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Have a good one.